An affirmative vote to enable him to be invited. Then he repeated his request with a good document which is circulated under the...
But they also led to the fall of my country from its ancient proud place to that of a weak, dejected colony. Long after we as a people had, so to speak, disappeared from the face of the earth, the general political awakening of Asia, the rebirth of the Orient, also affected us. At the end of the 19th century, we began to regain our soul and gave birth to a national movement which aimed at freedom from Dutch colonial rule. From that time on, it has been our constant desire, our one ideal, our strive and struggle to become a nation again. In 1918, our national movement gained great strength, and the desire to free Indonesia from Dutch rule had become universal. In common with similar movements in other countries, my people too bent all their energies to achieve the status of an independent nation. Now that the Security Council has already called upon both parties to cease hostilities forthwith, and now that both parties have accepted the order of the Security Council, there has been an increase in the hopes of the Republic for a peaceful solution. So long, however, as Dutch troops remain in Republican territory, there remains the threat to the very existence of the Republic, and therefore also to lasting peace. The Republic of Indonesia asks therefore that the Security Council of the United Nations order the complete withdrawal of Dutch troops from all Republican territories. In this,
I ask you, gentlemen, whom now do you want to help? These people or the decent citizens, those whom we are supporting? Already, your action, though impelled by generous sentiment, has given new hope, boldness, and energy to the bad, and despondency to the vast majority. Have I exaggerated, Mr. President? No more in this respect, as you will have seen, than, alas, in any other respect. Nowhere did we meet in the course of our action with people burning with indignation at what we were doing. On the contrary, there was relief, although tempered with fear that the lawless elements might regain control. And they may yet regain control if you, gentlemen, take upon yourselves the dreadful responsibility of supporting this Republican government as now constituted. Think if then we hold that the Security Council should refrain from appointing a commission as suggested by Australia, this does not mean, Mr. Chairman, and I want to stress these words, that our attitude in this matter is purely negative. I am authorized to say that the Netherlands government is prepared to propose to the Republic that each, the Republic and the Netherlands, designate one state. These two states, so designated, to be asked to appoint one other state which is considered by them to be completely impartial. And This impartial state, if it is willing, would then send a number of its nationals to Indonesia to inquire into the situation, to supervise the ceasefire, and to see what conditions obtain there.
Security Council would further buttress the truce which has been declared, and at the same time enjoy greater freedom of action in deliberating upon the various modes of pacific settlement which have already been suggested to the Council by various members as well as by the parties to the dispute themselves.